Welcome to Ginza. This is central Tokyo, Chioku. And I thought I would give you an update with my wife Kanai. We have been getting asked a lot of questions. One of the most curious one is the title of this, should we evacuate Japan? And the answer is to where? And that's how I answered the viewer who wrote that. There's just so much uncertainty right now. If you're thinking of visiting Japan, maybe in the last 24 hours, a lot of things have changed. The WHO has called this a pandemic. All over the world now, we're starting to see it really start to get wider. And the question of should I come to Japan yesterday probably has changed a little bit today. I want to know your thoughts in the comments below or in the live chat here. Do you think that the WHO announcement that this is pandemic has changed the way you're going to travel? And if the warnings start to change, and I think that they will, flights are being canceled. How much of an impact does that make in you traveling at all? And for us here in Japan, life has changed a lot over the last 6 weeks because we've been dealing with this a little bit longer than Europe and the United States. We've had to change the way we live and the way we do things. And I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more with our guest today, Kanai over there wearing a mask. She's a little bit more cautious. You have asthma, right? Asthma.
Yes.
Yeah, because she has asthma, this is something she really doesn't want to get. We have alcohol. We're continuously washing our hands.
Yeah, I can show.
Are you? She's gonna show you the alcohol. We travel with it. We travel with soap as well.
I have alcohol.
Yeah.
It's foamy type.
The foamy type of alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
This is foamy.
Very cool. And every time we touch something, we do that. You touch your mask by the string, not by the front. Desho?
Yeah.
Desho? Sawaranai de.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't touch the front of your mask. And there's just certain things. I'm not wearing it because we're doing something that's called social distancing. Yeah, social distancing is something that is a new term that has been in the Japanese news a lot more. You kind of stay about 2 meters away from people, just avoid them. But when you're in the sunshine, the ultraviolet light does make a difference, and the sunlight is our best friend, actually. And today is a really sunny day. It's pretty warm in Tokyo. The cherry blossoms are expected to bloom tomorrow, or within the next 24 hours, they said. But I wanted to give you a couple of updates and then share our life and how we feel, and maybe if we should go somewhere else, like America kairitai.
Yes.
You want to? Do you want to go back to America?
Because I want to see John's family a lot.
She wants to see my family.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also like today. Every week, every few days I try to take you around Tokyo and show you what it's like right now.
Yeah, it's good. I put mask on because I have hay fever too.
Right. A lot of people were saying if you're healthy, don't wear masks. You know what? I don't believe that at all. I think that they're saying that, look, if you're a medical professional, if you're going into a sick place, you're gonna wear a mask, right?
Yeah.
If you just don't know, social distancing helps, but if you're gonna be on the subway, wear a mask. I just think there's a lot of misunderstanding, and if you don't have a culture of wearing a mask, you're probably gonna wear it wrong. So just make sure you study it and take it very seriously. Wearing a mask has no purpose if you wear it wrong. And you might wanna shave that beard off. To all my hipster friends, I love you, but yeah, you know what? This is maybe more important than your beard. I'm not sure. So are you? How do you feel? Like shinpai shiteru?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should worry about it, of course, but I don't want to think about too much because it's very, very stressful for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes I won't forget about it.
Yeah, it's been in the news a lot. Just I don't know if I wouldn't call it fear mongering anymore. We know that the great actor Tom Hanks has been diagnosed with it, is infected with it. His wife as well. So we know that you can catch this a lot more easily than we thought. This is not just influenza, all right? And Japan has been taking this approach for the last month. When we closed, when Abe-san asked to close down Tokyo Disneyland, stop flights, it's been like a case of shut it down now, right?
Yeah.
stop flights, shut it down now. That's sort of the urgency I think that maybe is needed in order to stop it. And Japan being an island, I think we have probably a good chance of doing okay here. But we are all still very, very worried. Yeah, I don't think it's a time where we have to be sensitive about having like, oh, you stop flights from our country, we're so upset. I understand South Korea is very upset, but shut this down now and everybody stay home, stay inside. That's sort of where we are at. But you can still see we're out, and the streets are a lot quieter, and more I probably will be doing live streams from home, kind of giving you a situation from home just as this changes. We just don't know. That's the thing. We just don't know yet. So if I'm going to give you a travel update on whether or not you should travel to Japan, know that Tokyo Disneyland has closed until early April. Oh, you like that suitcase? Until early April, and they might even extend it. And if there's no tourists coming in and flights have been canceled, I don't think that they're going to reopen it either. Oh, there's a... And that... Yeah, that's... Oh, it's all right. And I also wanted to talk about this too a little bit. This is the countdown for the Tokyo Olympics right there. We have 134 days left. So that just gives you a little perspective on the world's biggest gathering of people, maybe, for a sporting event. That's the Olympics right there.
Yeah, but we are not sure.
We are not sure. We're not sure. Just yesterday, it was announced that organizers are becoming more and more open to possibly moving this to 2021. The reason why this is urgent news right now, starting today, the Olympic torch. Hey guys, I'm gonna get to some of your questions here. The Olympic torch is going to be lit by sunlight in the place where the Olympic torch was originated, where they do every 4 years, and gonna go around Greece and then come to Japan. But how can they do that when the countries are starting to shut down, right?
Yeah.
So the Olympic torch relay, which by the way is the postcard stamp for this month's postcard club. Gabriella and Joe, thank you very much. These two are going out into the post box from Ginza. Yeah, let's cross the street here. The Olympic torch, and the Olympic torch is the stamp. We have the Tokyo Olympics. That they're more and more open to delaying this, and we're gonna see probably sooner than later whether or not they do that, just because of what has happened. I don't think that they can continue. I think it's gonna be very challenging, not because the situation is bad in Japan, but because it's not good everywhere else. And the worst thing you can do is to hold an event like this with a shadow over it of the rest of the world suffering. And if Japan seems to turn the corner in this and the rest of the world doesn't, we can't do this. This is awful. So I think that decision is going to be made pretty quickly, depending on how this propagates over the next 2 weeks. I think you're going to see something happening. How can they bring the Olympic torch here and start to do the relay with all this going on? I'm going to turn the camera around. Yeah. The other thing that has happened over the last 24 hours, wow, okay. So a lot of people have been asking about travel insurance if you do come to Japan. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but you should highly consider that we're teetering off of the fringe into no-go because flights will just be canceled. This is the policy for Tokyo Marine, and it's called the Tokyo Omotenashi policy. And this will give you coverage for the coronavirus. So I want to just go and show you the prices here. We're keeping our distance from the people. All right, the prices for the period of insurance is 3 days for about $15. It's about 100 yen to $1 now. And for 3 weeks, about $60. So that's the estimated sample premiums. It could be different. The insurance amount up to 10 million yen, which is about $100,000, I believe. And this service is not available for illnesses, injuries, accidents not covered in the overseas insurance policy. So there's always a lot of fine print. Read your travel coverage very, very closely. And I know that some people said that the Tokyo Marine travel insurance site was region blocked, and you can only get it at Narita Airport. And I'll try to give you as much information on the Discord server. So I'm going to share with you photos and links here. I'm analog. There you go. So if you come into here right now, we have the server is getting close to 7,000 people, and I'm sharing information from Japan on there, so things they'll help you make a better decision on whether or not you should visit. We're in there discussing that right now. What's the hardest thing, Kanai, for you being here? 何がそう大変なことは何でしょう？買い物？ Shopping?
I go to shopping
Yeah.
at not peak time. Yes. Yeah, it's lucky I can go at noon time to buy food or something. So it's not crowded already.
Let's move away from the people here a little bit.
But two weeks ago I have to cancel all my ballet teaching, my ballet school. So it's kind of very sad for me, but it's
Yeah, it can't be helped.
Yes, I want to stay safe.
Yeah.
And also I want to think about my student health. So I decided to cancel it, but we have a performance next month. So it's very hard to do nothing.
Yeah.
Kids want to dance, kids want to move, but they can't go anywhere. Sad.
Yeah. It's a very challenging time. The kids are out of school now. Some schools open, but I don't think it's going to be for very long as this gets bigger and bigger. We're seeing just lifestyles change. And here's Ginza. There's Wako in front of the screen there. So I'm going to read some of your questions. I do really appreciate it because Vic, thank you so much from Canada. Cobra Bebop's here. Best wishes. Daniel Sosa, I arrive on Tuesday in Tokyo from the USA. I'm not concerned. My wife and I will be exercising caution. Good, Daniel. Please take it seriously. Let's walk back this way, Kanai. We're going to go back towards Shimbashi. Florence is here. Hey, John, can I have some coffee? ANA changed my arrival airport from Narita to Haneda and changed my departure. Oh, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, Jim Mendenhall, thank you. John and Kanai, thanks so much for the coverage. Situation in Japan after tonight's announcements in America. We've canceled our upcoming trip. I'm really sorry to hear that. Thanks for all the information. Maybe for the best, Jim, but I'm sure that as the situation evolves over the rest of the year, well, it's better not to have that shadow of this going on during your holiday. And that's what makes traveling really challenging. And Emmanuel Khan, thank you. It's nice to see. I love that you're amazing. Thank you so much. Pervy Sage, keep safe. Love one another through this time. Absolutely. And I think that's it. I think it has to do with thinking about your neighbors and your community. When you make a decision and you think it's just influenza and you go outside and don't worry about it and says, oh, it's not a big deal. Actually, it is, because if you get sick, then your family gets sick. And if your family gets sick, they give it to other people too. So it's a very selfish thing, at least I feel now, knowing what we know, to go out and not take precautions and not do social distancing, not touch anything. Just be really safe, not just for you anymore. It's about for your family. It's about for your loved ones and making sure that they don't get sick. If I get it, she gets it. It's as simple as that, you know. I'm not going to leave her. She's not going to leave me. So we have to be very, very careful. And this is something that we've been practicing for well over a month, probably for 6 weeks in Japan. Just the lifestyle has changed. Thanks, Brendan. So this is what Ginza is like today. And I hope that everybody in the US learns from what's going on around them and take it very seriously before it gets bigger, because once it does, it's very hard to stop, as we're learning from our friends in Italy and in Korea and even here in Japan. The Prime Minister has really done a good job quickly trying to lock down stuff. Maybe he could have done it sooner. There's a lot of hindsight, but just do it now. This is Kanai's dad's favorite restaurant, Lion, the Kirin Lion's beer hall. and in Ginza, and they always have some pretty good.
Yeah, they have huge beer.
They have pretty. Whoa, is that real?
It's
I didn't know it was that
real.
big. That's a boot. That's a boot.
Yeah.
How do you drink? Why would you drink from a boot? That's kind of nasty. Well, okay. And they have pub grub, Japanese style. They're still open. And
But they close early.
oh, they're closing earlier. Probably a good
Yeah.
thing. The thing I like about this one place is that it's very spaced out, so you're not sitting too close to the people around you, and it has a very high ceiling inside of there. It stinks because you know what? We can't go out to eat dinner. We can't go out on normal dates. That's kind of ended. We ride our bicycle everywhere. We don't take public. Chikatetsu mo noranai desho?
Yeah, I don't take
Yeah.
a lot.
This is my 11th or 12th day without taking the subway. And just getting used to not relying on public transportation just to keep
We
keep
use
it down.
Bicycle.
Yeah, use the bicycle. Zato71, thank you from Australia. Tim Lawson's, please be safe. Two of you, good health. Thanks, Tim. Much appreciated. We're gonna keep giving you updates. I'm gonna be on my bicycle a lot more. Probably from next week, I'll be wearing masks a lot more. Thank you, Florence. Floor for that from Singapore. I have got another week's supply or so. But you don't have to wear the masks if you're not going into crowded areas. Just don't touch your face. And the reason why I wear the mask is because I don't want to touch my face. That's essential. The situation in the supermarkets, toilet paper is now available in more places. You can get that, but it's still kind of limited. We have enough for now. And masks are still something that's a rare commodity. Try to bring your own, and if you can't,
I think we have 10 more rolls.
we got 10 rolls now. We have enough. So thanks to our friend, somebody from Malaysia, very nice guy from Malaysia said he would send us toilet paper. No, we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah, we're okay.
We're gonna be okay. We had a little worry on masks, but we got some in, and Peter, my friend Peter, showing us how to make masks from other objects. It's one of his most unusual videos ever. But yeah, we're gonna be okay. Tokyo Disneyland has extended the closure. Universal Studios has extended the closure. All of the other places have extended, and the foot traffic in Ginza is down maybe like 60-70% of what it normally is during a normal business day. Look at the street here is empty. Well, it's not up ahead. There's people, but comparatively, not the same. Lisa O, champagne for a shoe beer from a boot. I want to go and drink that shoe beer now. Let's come with your papa and drink the shoe beer someday, quick, soon. I don't know, either now or never. I don't know. It's like
he had it before.
He's had it before.
Yeah.
And 23 Thermex 2023. Money for TP. We'll be okay. TP for my bunghole. The Great Cornholio. Yeah. So what do you think Japan's gonna be like next month, Kanai? Raigetsu do kana?
Who knows?
Who knows, right?
Yeah, but yeah, we do best.
Yeah.
We do best.
出かけるかな? 大丈夫? Can we go out, do you think? Do we have to stay inside?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like honestly, it's gonna be alright. We are okay, but I don't know. We stay at home about 2 weeks. School closed, so people getting tired about this situations.
Yeah,
so
that's the most dangerous.
yes,
After
it
6
might-
weeks.
Yeah, it might not good. So
After 6 weeks of this, and we've had it in Japan for a while, we're all getting tired of seeing on the news. We're ready to move on to other things, but we just can't. This is maybe the most dangerous time, where kids and teenagers and young people really want to go out. The biggest news story in Japan was a teenager coming to go to live performances in Osaka, getting sick and taking it all back to different prefectures around Japan, and they can track it back to one live house. Robert money for the boot. Robert, Michael, Sasano, thank you for keeping us updated on life in Japan. You're very welcome. This is the famous Hakuhinkan Toy Park, and they're still open. The light's flashing just because of the electrical frequency is different here. Yeah. You think flights to and from Japan will be canceled? I don't know, Fred. Fredosaurus, I would say the possibility is getting likely, and Kanai and I are here to finish off the daimyo packages for our Patreon supporters and try to get those boxes out today so they're in the mail in case flights are canceled. We want to get all of our... We sent the postcards out to Patreon supporters, and I saw a couple of notifications of people joining. We're going to get those postcards out to you like today and tomorrow just so that they're on the way. And we're afraid about the mail. We're afraid about the economy going down because the dollar and the yen that has been devalued. The yen has been stronger because this is a safe haven for currencies, but it's gone from 112 yen to 101 yen in the space of a few days, and that's really worrying to us to see the stock markets and the economy starting to dip. I think when you see this, it's just the writing is on the wall, everybody. Like I think, nice car. Writing is on that car. It's Porsche. People got nice cars in Ginza. The writing is on the wall. I think, seriously, weigh the risks. And I keep saying this. Somebody said I was beating a dead horse, but I think it's very important that I get to this. It's not about the mortality rate anymore. It's not about you know, it's about everybody getting sick at the same time and overwhelming medical staff and hospitals and people who do have heart attacks not even getting the care because they can't. The ICUs are all full with people with this. This is preventable in the sense that you can take precautions now, washing your hands, wearing masks, keeping social distances, canceling appointments or Google Hangouts, try to meet people digitally. We can control this now. But if somebody has a heart attack and they can't get care because all the ICUs are full of people with this, that is the danger, and that's what scares me more than anything. We're seeing that in Italy, we're seeing that in South Korea, we're seeing that a little bit here, but we're managing it okay in Japan because we have started to just slam down the fist and said, we're not going to go to work, we're gonna do things at home, we're gonna live our lives differently, wash our hands, really take massive precautions, avoid public transportation. A lot more people are riding bicycles. Bicycle riders have increased by like 30%. If you have a trip coming to Japan, I think just go ahead with it. Just make sure you're taking extra precautions. If you've got one planning up in April, just feel it out a little bit longer, and maybe it might be best to cancel. And if your flight is canceled, then you're going to get a refund naturally anyways. Airlines are already canceling flights all over the world right now just to cut down on it, and governments are also canceling it. So the best thing I could say to you is to take precautions. If you're coming to Japan, come to Japan. The businesses will love it and we need you here. But please, please take this very seriously. The time to joke about this, even in good humor because we're tired of it, is the most dangerous thing as well. It's not a time where we can stop taking those precautions. It's going to be a way of life for a while. And we'll probably have an announcement on the Olympics sooner than later. My gut says that. My ever-expanding gut. Yeah, but it's not a time to be panicked, all right? It's not a time to be panicked. Betty C, good luck with you and Kanai. Always enjoy seeing you guys. Thanks, Betty C. Marisol, Meza, have you seen kids walking down the streets hanging around? No, I haven't, actually. Actually, I haven't seen any kids, but this is Ginza. This isn't a place where kids would actually hang out. I'm just going to leave the camera here for a minute so you can take a look at the foot traffic. TAC 178 had to cancel my trip on Monday to Tokyo. Stay safe. Thanks so much from Seattle. So you stay safe, TAC, as well. Emmanuel God is back again. You are amazing. This one's to Kanai. From Isaac.
アメリカより感染者、死者が多いけどね、日本の皆様の健康安全をお祈りしています。残念ですが、私の日本に行く予定はキャンセルされました。ぜひ来年日本に行きます。ビールかお菓子など買ってください。
気をつけてください。
付近の図表は役に立ちます。 Oh, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thanks so much. Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
be careful out there.
Yeah.
It's real, everybody. We're feeling it. When you can't go to the happiest place on earth anymore, Tokyo Disneyland, don't touch your face. You work it out. Close call. You know that things are up, and if you're living in the countryside in the United States, you might be okay. But if you go out to the post office, watch where you touch. If you touch the counters at the post office, if you touch the supermarket, wash your hands, don't touch your face. Just get used to doing this. This is going to be around for a while. I got a feeling. All right, the talks of vaccinations and all this, they're not there yet, and it takes time. Just get used to living your life a little bit differently, and every day just get used to it a little bit more, because if this does really propagate and get bigger, then it's going to be even tougher situation if you're not used to this lifestyle. Okay, that's all I got from you, and I just wanted to give you an update with Kanai. We're not evacuating. We're staying here. Our life is in Japan. We love Japan. After 3/11, which was the anniversary yesterday, totally over because of what's going on. We really didn't think about what happened in Tohoku yesterday because of the coronavirus. So I just have to say, gosh, my hearts go out to everybody at Tohoku, and the attention will be swinging back to you very, very soon. I know, because the Olympics has taken away some attention from the rebuilding in Tohoku, and I think we really need to get back to making sure everybody's lives after that for 9 years can get back to track, because not a lot of people have. Just think about what's also important. If when this comes and goes, they'll still be suffering from what they've lost up there. Yeah, there you go. Machiavelli. Hey, I like that. Machiavelli from the Philippines.
Oh,
Thanks.
Sure, thank you.
Thanks for brightening our day. Machiavelli, that's a little happiness with the animated fireworks. Good call. Good call. Yeah. This is Don Quixote. We're going in for a quick run to get stuff for our Daimyo supporters, and then taking it home by bicycle. That's why we're here. Like, really quickly. And I don't think we need anything else. But Don Quixote has a secret side entrance that we can sneak into. Yeah, and we did hear about Tom Hanks and his wife. I mentioned that, and our hearts really go out. Tom has been to Japan many times. I love the picture when he went out and just drank with a bunch of salarymen. And he put it on Instagram. So Japan really loves Tom Hanks, and we're praying for him and his wife for a speedy recovery. And I hope he gets the care that he can get. Oh, that we saw that in Singapore, I think.
Oh, I have never seen one of this.
That's a weird bus. What? Nosh, you ever see that?
It's empty.
Of course it's empty. So Shane writes in here, do we think Tokyo Disneyland will have limited activities? I don't think so. I think they're either open or they're going to be closed. I thought that yesterday they might get the equipment and check people's temperature before entry, but that's just not something that they wanted to do. I think in Japan, the community is like, just shut down. Let's stop this right now. And Prime Minister Abe rightfully said we're going to take it 10 more days, and I bet you it's going to extend into April. If you're coming here, the weather is awesome. I'm wearing shorts. Okay, I got shorts on. It's warm. It's like 20 degrees. I feel great. So doing outdoor activities is probably the way to go. Go out to the countryside. Get out of Tokyo if you do come. All public events are canceled. It would be irresponsible for anybody to hold a public gathering at all. Even if your company has an event, you just cancel. We're not going out. We're staying away from people. Yeah, Tom Hanks is down under. Stay safe, Tom. Ryan Lewis, well, now that you got it, get better soon. Ryan Lewis, so Japan is level 2, but global travel is at level 3 right now. I would say global travel should be at level 3. Japan's at level 2 because we've done a pretty good job of maintaining it by shutting things down early. But that's the lesson I think that has to be transferred to everybody on the other side. Shut things down early. Don't go out unless you need to. If you cough, go like this. Wear a mask. Don't touch your face. Wash your hands with soap for 20 seconds. Forget the birthday song. Just get a timer and do 20 seconds, okay? Because that song's gonna drive you crazy. Who suggested to sing it? Sing E-I-E-I-O like 10 times. It'll drive you crazy too. Marty's here. Look after Kanai's parents. Absolutely. I'm not gonna take Kanai's dad to go get the boot beer, unless it's like between hours or something. We're gonna take care of ourselves. Stay tuned. We'll bring you more live streams from here. Thanks so much for watching. We gotta get out of here, but we'll give you an update again really soon, everybody. Leave comments below if you think that the decision to call this a pandemic and change of travel has affected your travel to Japan. We want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Definitely just subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and that'll help you get the notifications more too, because we're gonna be doing live streams on this maybe every day now because life is changing so fast in Japan. More announcements coming tomorrow. Bye, guys.